Hello Empresses, and welcome back to Empress of Virtue's YouTube channel. This video is all about double cleanse, why and how does it work. So welcome again, Empress of Virtue, and the big question is, what on earth is double cleanse? So it's been a word that it's a phrase that has been tossed around in the skincare community for quite some time, but a lot of folks haven't really answered the question as to what exactly it is and how does it work and why do we need to do it. Let me just put it out there right away in that I genuinely believe that every person should consider using a double cleanse process because it is very important. And after this review, and I hope you will see the value in double cleanse. So what is double cleanse? So double cleanse is basically the process of using two different kinds of cleansers, one oil-based and one water-based, in order to effectively cleanse all the oil-based debris and water-based debris off of our faces. So let's start with oil-based cleanser. This is the oil-based cleanser that I use. I hope you can see it. It's called Migamsu, which is rice water bright light cleansing oil. And for those of you who have watched my skincare routine video in January, you would have seen or heard me mention this particular cleanser, this oil-based cleanser. And here's the breakdown of it. So oil-based cleansers is effective in reducing and removing oil-based debris off of our faces, such as sebum, sunblock if you use sunblock, makeup. A lot of makeup do have oil in it, and moisturizers that we put on our faces. A water-based cleanser simply cannot remove oil-based debris from our face. Why? The simple answer is because oil and water does not mix, right? Who would have thought it was so simple? Oil and water does not mix. So a water-based cleanser is not effective in removing oil-based debris from our face. It's just that simple. So some of you who may have oily skin may be wondering, but I have oily skin. Isn't putting oil on my face going to make me more oily and break out even more? The answer is no. You cannot go wrong with an oil-based cleanser for two reasons. So let me start with one. One, because oil-based cleansers are a little bit more, or should I say a lot more gentle on our faces and are more beneficial to our face. Oil-based cleanser, because most of the buildup on our face, most of the debris on our face happens to be oil-based, you cannot go wrong. Oil breaks up the particles of the oil-based debris on our faces, so you're doing your skin and your pores a favor when you do use an oil-based cleanser, and you're actually getting rid of more debris than you think and keeping your face from being dried out, because after we wash our face it does get a little bit dry. And the second reason is, which kind of wraps up in the first reason, and that is, again, you cannot go wrong with getting rid of oil-based debris off of your face, because you are unclogging your pore with the kinds of debris that causes more clog on the pores, in the pores in our faces, than any other debris. So let's put it this way. One of the things that I mentioned that is oil-based is sebum, and only an oil-based cleanser can get rid of sebum, right? So what is sebum? So sebum is basically a yellowish kind of oily substance secreted by the sebaceous glands that keep our skin and our hair moisturized. Sebum is made up of free fatty acids in our bodies. It's made up of wax secreted by our body, cholesterol from our body, and different kinds of cholesterol. And the oil on the surface of the skin isn't just made up of sebum. It tends to be mixed with other liquids from our skin cells, such as sweat and environmental matters. So sebum, once it starts to be secreted through our pores. It tends to mix with our sweat, because in our sweat we emit oil, but we also emit a lot of water. Sometimes we think it's only water, but it's also emitting other things that are in our body. I don't know how to phrase that, but yeah. So, and then you think about the environmental factors and so forth. If you spray your hair, that's in it. You know, you could go into a place and you don't know what kind of air or mist is in the atmosphere around you that adds or that contaminates the sebum. Not that it's not already contaminated, because even though it's beneficial to a certain degree, because our body emits it and it's good for our nails and our hair, too much of it can be a major problem. Too much sebum causes acne and causes skin irritation. So it is very important that we do cleanse our face and wash our faces and our hair. It's all over our body to get rid of the excess sebum or all of the sebum, because our bodies are constantly producing sebum. So that's one of the reasons to use an oil-based cleanser, because a water-based cleanser simply will not get rid of all of that. It will get rid of the particles that are water-based, such as dirt and sweat, but it will not get rid of the moisturizer you put on, the makeup that you put on, the residue from the sunblock, or whatever it is that you put on your face that contains oil in it. So I hope that helped. So that's step 1. And step 2 is the water-based cleanser, and the one that I use, the brand that I use, comes from the Face Shop, I believe. Yeah, so it's comes from the Face Shop, which is one of the Korean skincare companies that I really like, and I use their products a lot. So and this comes as a set. So this is the water-based cleanser that I use, and again it's Migamsu, which is rice water bright, and it's a cleansing foam, and it has a mousse kind of texture. And for those of you again who have seen my other videos, may have seen this once or twice in my videos, because I really love this thing. So in my last skincare routine video from January, I told you guys that I do mine in a reverse. I do the water-based first, and then the oil-based cleanser. And what I found is that it is not as effective when I reverse it. I was reversing it because I have really dry skin, and so I thought if I use the oil-based cleanser last, not only would it get rid of the oil-based debris, but I thought, you know, because it's an oil-based cleanser, it will leave a little bit more moisture in my face. What I found was quite the opposite. So one day after I cleansed, I was using my cotton to apply my toner and my essence, and I looked down on the cotton swab and I saw that there was still dirt, makeup residue on my face, and I was like, what on earth? And I realized that it didn't cleanse properly, and I was like, okay, this is a little strange. So I did an experiment the next time. Of course I went back and washed my face, but by then it was too late to kind of do that experiment. So in the evening I did it in the order with the oil-based first and then the water-based cleanser, and lo and behold, Empresses, my face was squeaky clean. It was squeaky clean. So if you have really dry skin like me, and you're concerned that your skin is gonna get so stiff and so dry because you use the water-based and the water-based cleanser second, I have a solution for you, and you're just gonna have to stay tuned to my next video to be able to see that. So I'll be doing an updated skincare routine video for February, and in it I will share with you how I'm able to put back all that moisture in, and that my face kind of, you know, it's arrived. So it is not that harsh, and these aren't harsh at all. It's just that I really do have dry skin, especially in the winter. It's like the Sahara Desert. But anyway, so I'll talk about that in my February updated skincare routine. Alright, so that's just about it. Again, you can test these products and see if they work for you. and I will leave the link down in the description bar below. Leave me a comment and let me know if they do work for you. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and going through this double cleanse process. What is it, how does it work, and why is it important? I hope I answered all these questions because I didn't really use my entire script, so I have everything I wanted to say here, but I have a feeling that if I started reading, you guys might have gotten a little bit bored. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me and going through this double cleanse scenario and just chatting to it. Don't forget to hit the like button, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe and leave me a comment. Enough love and God's blessings from Empress of Virtue. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!